We are here at Paintball Fit in Waxahachie, Texas for the third Ultimate Shootout. We're in the finals, the last and most important game. It's going to be Cody Mickowski taking on Harrison Frye. Matty Marshall alongside our champion from episode 2, Clint Johnson. You were a beast in that one. Going to be helping me do some commentary here as he's definitely earned the right to be called an expert here at this format.
You know, this is really a format where playing it is exciting, but watching it is exciting as well. So I'm just excited to be here and watching good games. It's hot. It's been kind of quiet on the field, so I think with it getting a little hotter, people are going to turn it up a little bit more, be a little more vocal out there. So I'm excited to see, what happens.
Let's just discuss real quickly about how we got to this final match. So in the quarterfinals, it started with Andrew Wyatt and Harrison Frye. Wyatt looked good with his gunfights in that one, but Harrison ended up just kind of after a little bit of a slow start, really clocking in and being Harrison Frye. Yeah. Making some moves, winning some gunfights, showing his versatility. Then his competitor in the semifinals, Harrison Frye, was Jeremy Zimmerman. He just seemed to run out of gas in the gunfights with Harrison Frye towards the end, so that got him his berth in the finals. Then on the other side of the bracket, Cody Mickowski in the best game of the quarterfinals matched up against Fred Berkeley. That one was nasty. Yeah, that one was exciting. I think, they did have a history playing together. They've kind of got the same role on different teams now, and so it's cool to see them revisit that relationship and really kind of, know each other and how they play on the field and kind of how to get to each other off the field. So that one was an exciting match, but like you said, Cody he was dialed in. He knows where to go. He knows his shots, and it showed that match. So Cody moved on and then defeated Chad Boucher in the semifinals. Now, Chad Boucher had a pretty interesting match against Nick Sloviak, and Chad also showed his versatility. He's been really good in these one-on-ones, man. But Cody took him down pretty solid by just being solid and winning gunfights. So let's talk real quick about this final matchup. You got Cody Mickowski and Harrison Frye. Give me your expert take.
Yeah, so I think for Cody, we're going to see a lot of the similarities. I think he's going to play out of the back center a lot. If he is going to leave that back center, he likes to come to this car wash side. He likes getting those Aztecs, really be dominant, and then go for this buzzer at the car wash. So I think that's his focal point, where Harrison's, I think, similar style, but Harrison seemed to, earlier in his matches play more of the field versus just one side. So I think if, Harrison can take away the side from Cody, it's going to make Cody uncomfortable to play a side he hasn't really got a whole lot of reps on this event so far.
So the stage is set for this final matchup. Who is it going to be, Cody Mickowski or Harrison Frye? Here, event number 3, Ultimate Shootout, one-on-one gunfight battles about to go down. Cody Mickowski taking the field. Harrison Frye, who's going to be the first one to be the aggressor? And again, in the intro, we did talk about how, on paper, sure, maybe Harrison, but he has been biding his time. Very conservative to start things out in his matchup so far. So is he going to, knowing that Cody is probably thinking, okay, well, he's been watching those games, he's trying to figure out how he's going to play. Tendencies are a huge thing out here.
Yeah, I think, earlier in the day, both their matches consisted of, dialing in their quick shot and then getting those kill streaks. I think this is going to be a match where we definitely see both players having that mentality of, let me beat the guy in front of me, rack up some points, and get to that kill streak. But
10 seconds.
I think for the aggressor, I think it might be Cody. I think Cody might get a little bored and take it first. We'll see.
That would not surprise me at all. Cody has definitely been willing to go and run into the breach, and it looks like it's a black bonus buzzer to start things out. There is no time clock. It is a race to 20 here in this Ultimate Shootout battle. Cody Mickowski indeed the first to move forward. Harrison a little bit more tentative and conservative in that back center, going back and forth, trying to get that gun dominance. But then Cody Mickowski stepping up to get that first kill.
Yeah, I agree with Cody's mindset there of trying to get out of that back center early because, one, I do think you're in a better spot on the field, but two, you're closer to a buzzer. So if you can put the guy away and progress, you're putting yourself in a better advantage. But I think that's what we've seen from Cody is getting that first Aztec, getting really comfortable and fighting out of it. So I think we'll see more of that.
It looks like the orange bonus, or the orange buzzer in general, is the hardest one to hit in the way that it is placed over there. The buzzers, 3 of them. You have one on the Dorito side, the D side, one in the center, the black one, orange one on the D side, and then you have the blue one here. Car wash seems to be, the blue buzzer seems to be the easiest buzzer to hit. So again, not knowing which one's going to be the bonus buzzer, depending on the score and what you need to do out there, who has a kill streak engaged, it does affect your strategy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You're playing out of 2 Doritos that are hard to battle out of, but just to get over there, Matty, you're playing out of 2 towers. You've only got left and right, no over the top, so the advantage is minimal over there.
Yeah, so minimal advantage on the gunfight and the hardest buzzer to hit. So black bonus buzzer now. A tiny lead for Cody Mickowski. These guys switch sides. Harrison in the orange, Cody Mickowski in the blue. And just gunfighting for dominance. Looks like the first going to get it is going to be Cody coming out with that left hand. Gunfight dominance as Harrison is tucked in this spot, right-handed, trying to get a bead on him, but he is waiting for his time, and Cody's going to use that to move forward, Clint.
Yep. Cody's taking that side. Looks like he catches a bounce. But as you can see here, Harrison can play his entire bunker, be comfortable, where, you know, Cody's got a side where he's got to pick left or right, but still progressing, and I do like this. He's getting in a better position and getting close to that buzzer.
Yeah, Harrison up over the top, really putting a lot of pressure on Cody right now, but Cody just a few steps away from hitting that bonus buzzer, and he's gunfight to try to put Harrison in. Harrison not wanting to concede it. Harrison left-handed, and then Cody's going to cut to the inside. He's right by the buzzer. Harrison with a smart move to try to close the gap and increase that angle.
I think that's the best thing Harrison could have done, is take that buzzer away from Cody, especially already being at a loss here. So I like where Harrison's mind is, and he gets his kill. And that's what you have to do. You have if your opponent gets out of the back center, you've got to get out of that back center. It's a double-edged sword. If both bodies fight out of it, it's one thing, but if the other guy gets out of there and he's getting close to those buzzers, Maddie, I mean, you're battling to your death, and luckily Harrison made the move to get out of there.
It is interesting that throughout this event we have seen guys that do commit in the center. Typically, they're the ones losing the gunfights. It hasn't been every single time, so it's not a hard and fast rule. Yep. And yeah, man, that bonus buzzer was right there, but what a beautiful tactical reposition to increase that angle from Harrison, and then he ended up winning that gunfight. But he could not have made a smarter, better move at that specific time to try to shut the opportunity of Cody Mickowski from just coming across and hitting that. If he had played tentative, that would have been the wrong thing to do in that situation. So just a magnificent move there from Harrison Frye, and then the really nice snapshot, even though Cody was fighting wildly from that spot.
Yeah. I think that's kind of how Cody's been. He's just kind of been wild, but he's comfortable there, and he's making his opponent very uncomfortable. But like you said, Harrison with the mindset of, you know, I need to risk getting over here. It looks like a timeout. Cody has to take his loader off, and I think that's a good move. You know, all these points, Maddie, are crucial. You can't just think, oh, worst case, it's 1 point. I mean, maybe it's 1 point there, but then the next guy, he wins it, and he gets a kill streak, it's 4 points. So you've got to take each point extremely serious. So I think it's a good move by Cody to, hey, you know what, my gear's down. Let me just take this timeout real quick.
It's totally a good move, Clint. I absolutely agree with you. But, man, it is hot out here. This is not the craziest Texas heat I've ever been in. And I'm not a Texan, so I understand it gets way worse than this. But it's about 95 degrees out here, way more hot on the turf. But he has to burn a timeout early on in the match to fix a loader issue. We've seen catastrophic equipment issues. And again, you don't have a moment to look to your teammate and be like, hey, watch the zone. Let me fix my loader. No, that's not how it works out here. It's just you. No one can save you. No one can help you. So, yes, he had to burn that timeout. But, you know, and he's been pretty fresh out here. I saw Cody when we all rolled up in the parking lot this morning, and I'm like, you look great, man. You did not get pandemic fat. You look bright and fresh. You look pretty good. You've been getting after it. He's like, dude, I've been getting after it. I'm taking this serious. And Harrison has too. Yeah. You know, Harrison, a pretty skinny guy to start with, so I didn't really expect him, even if he did sit on the couch, to be putting on those LBs. But but both these guys have been training specifically for this format here, and they do both look pretty crisp early on.
Yeah, no, I like it. Yeah, Cody's looking in good shape. I do agree the timeout early may not be good, but we did see earlier in the day someone's gear went down, and they lost 11 points in one round when gear went down. So like you said, I think Cody, you know, watching games earlier, noticing, hey, each of these matters. He takes time out. And like you said, he looks good. So,
dude, that's when you just need to grab a grenade and hug it until it blows up. So you don't have to give up those points or just recklessly run for a buzzer. Black bonus buzzer again in the center. So Cody looking towards the inside, going right-handed, and it looks like Harrison.
This is what we've seen, that back center battle, and Cody likes to get out early and get to this Aztec. This is where he is most comfortable in the field. He's winning a lot of gunfights out of here. And if he has the opportunity, he'll keep progressing. We've seen that with these buzzer touches. So,
well, and, you know, Cody, again, on paper, you would say he would be the less aggressive player. But anyone that's watching the infamous Paintball, specifically when the game devolves into madness, Cody loves to turn the tables on teams and play aggressive. So it is no true surprise to have him being the aggressor early on against Harrison, especially watching the way that Harrison had played his early wins, where he was having a lot of success battling from that back center. Now, Cody's going to cut towards that center, get a little bit closer, and he's going to get gun dominance. Look like he wants to make a move across. He's actually going to cut inside and go past that buzzer and just lock into a gunfight. And Harrison just getting beaten into that spot. Little tactical retreat. Hits, and just gets clipped. But that's risk versus reward. That was beautifully played by Cody.
Absolutely. And that's what I think it really comes down to.
Elimination.
As you can see there, Cody he got out of the back center. He made Harrison uncomfortable. And each, you know, as we're looking at it, Maddie, we're like, wow, he just passed the buzzer, went to his side. But the thing is, he puts the pressure back on Harrison. Harrison gets uncomfortable. Cody capitalizes. He's just I'm a fan of that. We haven't seen that today. You know, someone using both these cans to go to their side and retreat back. But it worked out.
It did work out for him. He did squander his body. I don't know if squander is the right word, but he did have to take that risk.
Yep.
It did cost him. He did get the bonus buzzer. He does have this lead here, 5-2. And the big thing now with Harrison with those last 2 kills, kill streak engaged. So this is the moment that Harrison could take over this match. Cody has to be very careful in picking and choosing his moves in his gunfights because he does not want to give an easy kill to Harrison Frye, have him get that extra 3 points for total for the kill streak, and take the lead here.
10 seconds.
Absolutely.
Black.
You got to beware of the kill streak, whether you're against it or you have an opportunity to, you know, progress with your score with that. So we'll see what happens.
And Cody going to get out to his favorite spot again, goes up and over the top. And that's definitely a tendency now. That's something that Harrison needs to start reading.
Yeah.
You know, Harrison really hasn't been trying to put a ball on that move. He just kind of comes over the top and goes into his game plan. And then there is the big kill. Cody Mickowski stopping the kill streak. It's a kill of his own. That's going to give him 6 points. And though it's just 1 point, the most important thing is he stops the possibility of that kill streak. And now Harrison's going to have to restart here, down by 4.
Yep. Yeah, like you said, I think both players know what the other player is doing. I think Harrison knows where Cody's going to go that first Aztec. I think Cody knows Harrison's going to stay in the back center. And I think they're both letting each other do what they think they're going to do. Cody's like, I know he's going to go in the back center. I'm going to play this way. Harrison's saying, I know he's going to go to this Aztec. I'm going to play in this way. They both know. And it's really, like you said, coming down to that gunfight or an opportunity to progress and hit one of these buzzers. So
yeah, and Cody is just a little bit more aggressive on the initial breakout and then more aggressive pushing forward. So it might be time for Harrison to start pushing the issue himself because Cody doesn't have the kill streak engaged yet. This is the moment for Harrison to potentially have that risk, depending on what he's feeling, where the bonus buzzer is. You don't necessarily want to do that, or you can do it. You just have to be more careful when your opponent has the kill streak. Potentially one of the easier buzzers, I think the easiest buzzer is the bonus buzzer right now, blue. And that could pay dividends here for Cody. Oh, Cody gets goggled
Quick
up
shot.
immediately. So
somebody get that man a goggle rag.
So
Orange.
You know, one thing I've noticed, I think it's cool that Harrison got that kill early because that's, you know, that hasn't been the case this match, those quick deaths off the break. But one thing I have noticed, Maddie, is as Cody does come out this way, we haven't seen, to my knowledge at least, this match, Harrison match that where they're both playing on the car wash side with these Aztec to Aztec gunfights. We haven't seen that, which we saw a lot of with Cody and Yeah. They both come to this side, lock in a gunfight, where this is more of the same bunkers each time, the back center playing this Aztec, and then kind of crossing the field versus going on head-to-head.
A lot at stake here, so I understand a little bit tentative off the break to take any big bites. Everyone's just playing smart paintball right now. Cody, but still, is the aggressor. But I agree with you. Now Harrison is in a situation with that last kill, and he's still down, though. So this is when he should potentially start pushing the issue. If I was his coach, I'd say, hey, think about making moves. You know, don't do anything stupid, but with an orange bonus buzzer, the hardest one to hit, yeah, that's a little bit bigger risk. But still, he doesn't have to worry about the
Cody going real far.
Points. So yeah, Cody taking a huge bite off the break. It works out for him initially. Trying to go towards the easiest buzzer, that blue buzzer. But Harrison, gun dominant right-handed, just keeping Cody from making that move across. Cody's going to try to get out, get up on his feet, and try to make this move here towards the car wash. But he ends up getting clipped on the top of his hopper. So now another kill here for Harrison Frye.
Elimination.
Cody was taught when in doubt, pop top. He tried to pop top and it did not work out for him that time.
Kill streak engaged.
He's got to get to that car wash earlier, I think, especially in the back centers playing that way. But, you know, I'm kind of curious on, you know, the discussion before that point, right? We know that Cody's up. Cody does have Coach Ryan Brand down there giving him some insights. And as you saw, Ryan Brand runs out there about 20 seconds left. They have a conversation. He runs off. And then we see Cody run to the second Aztec on the car wash side.
Yeah, and he got there.
And he did get there. This is true.
And it's just so nice to have another pair of eyes over there to recognize tendencies and try to read your opponent for you and then give you that insight, especially if you have somebody like Ryan Brand as experienced as he is. So, yeah, Coach Ryan Brand from San Antonio X Factor, current series NXL champions, here helping a couple players. He had actually two of them fighting each other in the semifinals with Cody and Chad.
Yeah.
But he had Meter in the finals in episode 1, and he's just told me he's trying to stack up the finale with the Coach Ryan Brand players.
That looked like Harrison took one in the head. Quick shot again. Cody getting that one.
And so important, though, Clint, because with Harrison with the kill streak engaged,
yeah,
Cody with a slight 2-point lead, now going to advance a little bit forward here in the score. As it's been really close so far, though. So 4-7.
Yeah, definitely a closer match. I just noticed Dimitri out there from X Factor's also run out there, giving Harrison some insight. So we've almost got this battle going on of Infamous player playing Infamous player, getting support with X Factor player and X Factor player. So we don't know what's going on out here, Matty. Well, teams are helping teams. It looks like the ultimate shootout is the answer.
That's well, I love it. I love that. Hey, we're trying to bring the tribes together, unite the tribes,
right.
Like Braveheart. But no, it doesn't. It makes a lot of sense though, because Meter, former player for Infamous, Ryan Brand plays with Infamous when X Factor's not playing 10-mans, and he's done very well with Infamous. Ryan Brand is a hell of a paintball player himself, and he is a 10-man master. But so I get it. I get it why they both have X Factor players. There's definitely some long history there with both those narratives for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So still a close match. Cody with that last kill, though, here. See if he can keep it rolling. It's been back and forth, though, on the kills. Anytime someone gets a kill streak engaged, they get it negated in that next round. Cody, this has been the standard play, though, Clint.
Exactly.
Cody goes to this Aztec or farther. Harrison content to play conservative and shoot from that back center.
Yep. As Cody progresses and takes a shot, Harrison, the patience is definitely working out in Harrison's favor. I like where Cody's at with being more aggressive, but at the same time,
it is a risk.
It is a risk, and with Harrison, it's like his play style is more of let me work towards kill streaks versus risking for the buzzer, because at the end of the day, you're going to get points that add up, and his mentality is I'm gonna stick back here and try to shoot a guy.
Yeah, Clint, so hard though. And as a hyper-aggressive guy yourself, I mean, you had a good mix of both during your victory.
Yeah.
But that being said, it is kind of hard to stack up 3 gunfight wins in a row against somebody like either Harrison Frye or Cody Mickowski. So just that being your sole tactic, it is interesting though that Meter is in Harrison's side. Coaching him, and that's how Meter played and made himself got himself into the final match.
Yeah,
by playing that strategy. So that's actually not much of a surprise there. That he's kind of taking a page out of Meter's book. This is Harrison's first go of it. You know, we still have event number 4 though, and that one's going to be a fun one. It's going to kick off with Andrew Wyatt taking on Logan Dyer. But here we go, jumping into the next round here in the finals, the ultimate shootout. Paintball fit. Orange bonus buzzer this time. The hardest one to get.
Got that back center to back center gun battle here. Cody kind of staying in the back a little bit longer this time. Maybe to catch his breath, maybe to switch up his play style. But we've seen a lot of this. Oh, looks like Harrison, big bite out here.
All the way, and Cody's trying to protect that buzzer, so Harrison not able to get it. Cody improves his position to watch even more. Harrison can get it now. Perfectly timed. Harrison's able to get it. And Cody goes past, and I think Harrison just goggled up Cody. And it looks like he's clean, so not only does he hit a buzzer, he gets a kill. That's going to be 4 points for Harrison, and I think that, Harrison Frye going to take the lead. Should be 9-7 now.
Kill streak engaged.
Elimination point, orange. Buzzer, orange. Kill streak engaged. Score is 9-7.
So with Harrison here, the conservative tactic of staying in that back center and then now changing it up here midway through this match. And it worked out for him. Look, I love the moves that Cody made on that inside to try to protect, but once he committed and once he went across, the second that paint stopped going through that lane, Harrison, perfect timing, went in, hit that buzzer, and then just caught Cody overextending slightly in the center, trying to get towards that black buzzer.
Yeah, I like the move. Like we said, Harrison's definitely been more in the back, slower to progress on the field. But what I liked about that point, like you're saying, Matt, is he got in the car wash and he paused for a second of let me survive. I need to hit this buzzer, and luckily he got the buzzer and the kill, which puts him in a really good position for this next point while taking the lead.
Got to read the streams, right?
Yeah.
You don't even have to see your opponent. You read, you read the stream and play off of that. That's the highest of the high level here.
Yeah.
So back to the standard breakout in the home bunkers. Cody Mickowski the first to move. No surprise there, as this has been his go-to.
Yep, the classic back center battle with this first Aztec on the car wash side, and both players are comfortable here. So we'll see who's had more reps and who's a little bit more confident in this point.
Yeah, and also getting to the time where this is going to be decided. Not yet, but you can see a little bit more conservative in their gunfights.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely slowed down. Both players are taking each point a little bit slower, a little more methodical of, you know what, He's getting points. I'm getting points. It's getting close. Let's slow it down a little bit and try to capitalize on an initial gunfight.
And preserve some energy. These guys
Yeah.
have played 2 matches each, and they are into this 3rd battle. And so it definitely makes sense. Again, it's about 95 degrees out here, way hotter on that turf, and you had to fight through one of these yourself, and you had talked about how
Yeah.
physically and mentally tasking. You said, it hurt physically, but it was almost worse mentally.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, coming from, these are all pro players out here. We've all played the format. We know how the NXLs operate. And just the time in between points overall, Maddie, split deck method, you have a longer break. Where out here, it's one-on-one. It's you every point. You don't get to sit, Maddie. You don't get to grab any pine. You're out here every point, and then you've got 60 seconds in between. So things are sped up, and you're playing back-to-back points, shooting, running, and it's fast-paced because it's one-on-one. And so, yeah, you're definitely feeling it out there. I'll say that.
Well, and now, because there's no clock, it is just a race to 20. So
Yeah.
a really long gunfight battle like this is also going to even more so test their stamina. Now, Cody, another move for him as he gets up to the can. Yeah, so Cody getting a little bit closer to that center black bonus buzzer. Harrison's still been chilling in that back center. Cody, he's caught Cody on moves multiple times here and ended up taking the lead. 9-7 is that score. You can see on your screen. Cody is just steps away from the bonus buzzer hit to retake the lead. Harrison has not moved out of that back center, Clint.
Last time we saw this setup, Harrison, yep, that's what I was about to say. He filled out to this Aztec and capitalized on the kill. And looks like he overextends this time. Cody's able to get the kill on Harrison. But that's going to say, this is last time we saw that. Cody stayed in the middle. Harrison bumped out. And I think the issue there is Harrison just overextended. Tried to go to that second Aztec and didn't work out for him that time.
Kill streak canceled on this one, though. Still now a 2-point match. So still a 2-point match.
Yep.
And but this is, I'm just wondering who the fresher guy is going to be as we get super deep into this one. Yeah. So we're here, 11th round coming up. Again, not a cold day out here. There's clouds out here, but it's getting a little nasty as the afternoon progresses. So
yeah, if you're sitting at home, look at where your mailbox is at. Run there and back 11 times and let us know how you feel, because that's about what these guys are going through.
Only if it's 95 degrees outside.
If it's 95 degrees outside, full gear, getting shot at, shooting back. But I think that's just the joy of this, Maddie. It's different on all aspects. How you get points, the gunfights you get in, how you play it, and certain players are definitely better at it than others with these first few matches, that's for sure.
So a little bit more conservative for Cody here this time. Definitely expending some energy running forward in that one. Oh, and he goggles up Harrison.
That'll work.
Nice. That was a beautiful shot again from Cody. So if we're talking about skill sets on paper, Cody Mickowski, got to give it to him on the off-the-break shots and the gunfighting, because that's how he contributes for his team. I mean, he's not on Infamous because he's a speed demon who plays the one and makes tons of moves. That's not who he does.
Score is 10-9, Harrison.
So yeah, 1-point game. I mean, like you said, it's consistency. We've seen a lot of the same plays each and every time with these two players. And I like where Cody's at when he's going aggressive. Like you said, maybe he's slowing down because he's tired. Maybe Coach Ryan Brand is giving him, perspective he doesn't have, and he's switching the game up. I don't really know what's going on down there.
Maybe a little breather, though. Maybe just taking a little breather. You got to you got to take your breaths.
One-on-ones.
You got to take your breaths when you can. And what I was also going to say is it is interesting that though that's not Cody's MO in the format of a 5-man situation, he is the more aggressive player out here. He has been pushing the issue. He's the one making Harrison react to his moves. And he's only down by 1 currently.
Exactly.
Orange bonus buzzer, the hardest one. Over there on that Dorito side. Standard breakout. Ooh, Cody going down to 2 knees to get a little bit lower of an angle, but then jumping right out and moving towards that bonus buzzer.
Last time we saw Cody go this way, he actually came back into the center to get that black buzzer. So we'll see if he progresses towards the orange buzzer this time for the the additional point, or if he does what he knows. Looks like he's coming back and he takes it. Wow. I'm a fan of that move right there.
Me too.
Harrison has no idea where Cody is at.
Cody Mickowski has been playing such an awesome game. I know he was down earlier here, but he is really the one forcing Harrison to react to his move. So Harrison is going to win that gunfight. But bonus buzzer hit here for Cody Mickowski.
I like the move. Like I said, last time we saw Cody go into those towers, he came back to the center, but he wanted to risk it, get a feel for that orange buzzer, and that's one thing we talked about at the beginning of the match. Hey, we haven't seen Cody over there. Will we see him over there this match? And it's definitely working out in his favor. I mean, he got the bonus buzzer on that one. That's 4 points he's going to take.
Takes the
Harrison
lead.
gets the elimination. That's 1 point. Like you said, takes the lead. Worth it.
And just inching towards that 20 points now. So he has the advantage. I'm just wondering here with Ryan Brand in Cody's in his pit, giving him the information he needs. Where are they going to go strategy-wise right now? What is going to happen? Cody has been the one dictating what's happening out here.
Absolutely.
Harrison's reacting to everything that Cody's doing for the most part.
Yep.
So is he going to continue to do that? Or is he, I mean, now is he going to maybe take a big bite again? He's the one with that. But Harrison is the one that got that last kill.
Right.
But because no kill streak's engaged, and he does have a lead, I think it would maybe be to his benefit to not necessarily play conservative still, because the aggression is working out for him. And sure enough, he's going to take some ground. But Harrison switches it up now.
And it does not work out for Harrison. Surprisingly, though, Maddie, that's the first point we've seen in this match. That's the first round we've seen where both players came and battled from this car wash side. And you can see how it worked out for Cody. And we've seen that setup with Cody and in previous matches. And it just shows Cody's so comfortable on this side. Harrison not so comfortable on this side.
Well, yeah, absolutely, no, for sure. And because look, man, if you get you're stuck in a rut for a reason. It's hard to get out of that rut that you've created for yourself. And so, because Harrison has really been trying to be patient and conservative and gunfight from that back center, but he hasn't really been getting out of it too much. Now, Cody is an old hat at this point in time, playing from that Aztec. And sure enough, man, and you know how it is, and you're in a spot, you know the angles from there, even if it's, it's definitely not just a subconscious thing, but it is that way too, and building that muscle memory, and even in this short amount of time. And Cody just looked a little bit more comfortable, had a shot a little bit more accurately dialed in, and it cost Harrison. And now Cody is sitting at 14 points. Now Harrison down by 3.
Yep.
10 seconds.
Yeah, you love to see this. These guys play for the same team. They're wearing all the same gear. There's the only variable out here today, Maddie, is these two players. Everything else is the same. The field, the paint, the refs. So it's really cool to see these guys who know each other and play together really come out here and show each other what they got.
Absolutely, Clint. And if you're Travis Lemansky, you got to be smiling right now, thinking, oh, I got both my guys in the finals at the Ultimate Shootout, and here goes a bonus buzzer hit by Harrison Frye. That's
and Harrison catches it.
But he does get taken out, though, and Cody Mickowski's begging for a penalty. He's begging for a penalty.
Cody shot him first, but I don't know.
The buzzer should, the buzzer should count.
Definitely got the
buzzer. We're trying to look at the kill. You're innocent till proven guilty out here, so we're talking it out, Maddie, to get the
hey, dude, you gotta sell it, right?
Yeah, you gotta
sell it.
You gotta sell it.
Yeah, Harrison for sure hit the buzzer.
Yeah, it looked
Harrison
like
hit the buzzer.
Yeah, it looked like at the exchange, Cody was progressing to the second Aztec as Harrison was kind of in the air, looking to get the over-the-top shot. Looked like a trade, but it was a nail biter, and that's what we've seen when when both players are running full speed. It's tough.
I don't know if it was. I do think that Cody got him first. So that's going to be kill streak engaged. But look how interesting that this has become. It is now locked up here, 15-15.
Yep.
Tie ball game. Kill streak engaged for Cody. Harrison just hit the bonus buzzer, but now he has to be very careful. Cody Mickowski just 5 points away from taking victory here.
Exactly.
But Harrison also 5 points away from victory, but it's going to be a little bit easier. It's an easier road for Cody because he's earned the right to get those extra points here on a potential kill streak if he can get this next kill.
Absolutely. Yeah, Harrison's biggest goal here is an elimination because that's what ends the game, Maddie. If he gets points, that's cool, but the game still goes on. He's got to get this elimination.
Yeah,
take away that kill streak.
1,000,000%. Best case for Harrison Frye right now is to get the kill here on Cody, stop the kill streak, go up that 1 point, and then now you can play regular. Play your regular game plan. Not as tense and worried about that kill streak. Cody Mickowski goes low again, down to a knee. He went towards the orange side immediately after this last time. Then he's going to go again low, but he is the more gun-dominant battler here currently in this round.
Looks like Harrison wants to get out of that back center, and I think he needs to. But he's been playing out of there a lot. He's comfortable there as Cody makes the move up.
Well, they're both going away.
And he shoots Harrison.
Elimination.
And that gets tough. We're looking at a 19-15 match here with that round, and so that's what puts him in a terrible situation because Cody can go out here and trade this next point. They can shoot each other on the move. By default, Cody wins. Harrison really has to put himself in a position to get eliminations, buzzers, kill streaks, because any mistake, that could be the match.
Clint, Harrison is no stranger to this situation. He got into the finals by being exactly in the same spot. Jeremy Zimmerman had him on the ropes, 1 point away from victory.
Yes.
I think he was down 19-12.
Yep.
And he still fought back and ended up taking that victory to earn the right to play Cody in the finals. So Harrison's been here before, but you are absolutely right that this is a treacherous position for Harrison Frye. He cannot make any mistakes. All the slack is gone out of the rope right now, and this is do or die time here.
Yeah, I'm curious as he goes in the pit. You know, he's probably looking to Dimitri as well as what do you think?
Yeah.
Dimitri's part of this as well. So, you know,
again,
you got to do what Coach says. Let's see what Coach says.
Blue bonus buzzer. Finals, and the tournament is on the line. Can Cody Mickowski seal the deal and take the victory here against Harrison Frye, these two teammates from Los Angeles Infamous?
By default, if Cody plays aggressive like we have seen him on this car wash size and gets this button, it doesn't matter who shoots who. If Cody gets this button, that's going to be a W.
Oh, so Cody tries to catch Harrison as Harrison comes across. He's not going to get the call from the referee. He's got to be careful, though. Doesn't want to get too greedy on trying to call his own kill, and definitely doesn't want to come across this lane with Harrison posted up on him, and he is going to try to get across, and he makes it, and he hits the buzzer, and that is going to do it.
The ball game, no matter what happens here.
And he's going to come and hit another buzzer. It doesn't matter, though. Game, set, match. Cody Mickowski with the victory here at Ultimate Shootout number 3. Unbelievable performance here from Cody Mickowski.
Yeah, that.
I mean, those other points, that's just a little bit of insult to injury here.
Yeah. You know, that I think that was a move by Cody with that situation. Risk it to get up to that buzzer. Worst case scenario, the guy shoots you. It's 1 point, and you've got another whole round to really capitalize. And when you're at 19, Maddie, it just puts the opponent in such a terrible spot because, like we said earlier, any mistake, this match is over. Oh, we've got fumes. We've got smoke bombs on the field. Blue team taking in this win.
Popping smoke. Blue team taking the victory. Cody Mickowski with a big win again over his teammate Harrison Frye. Was a great match though, Clint. But
phenomenal match.
Great match, but just Cody looked he was the more aggressive man. He was Paintball, you want to be dictating the pace of the game. You want your opponent to be reacting to your moves.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what Cody did. Helped out by Ryan Brand on the sidelines, Coach Ryan Brand. But just amazing performance here from Cody Mickowski, the winner. So you got yourself some competition here, Clint.
Yeah, I'm excited. Now, I've played along Cody on the Outlaws previously. He's a great guy, phenomenal paintball player. And, you know, we saw a lot out of him today. I mean, like we said earlier, he played out of the back center, started playing really aggressive on the car wash side, and then utilizing that Dorito side where the orange buzzer is in, still getting multiple points that way. And so I think with his style, he had a lot of options he was throwing out there. With some of these other guys, they've been very one-dimensional with, you know, let me ride out of the back center. If my guy goes really far this way, I'm just going to counter and go the complete opposite way. And it's just really cool to see the creativity of these players because before these matches, we look at the field and say, okay, hey, you know what? This car wash button is the easiest to get to. But then we're seeing guys like Cody going over there for the orange buzzer on a bonus buzzer, getting 4 points on the side that he hasn't played. So I like it. I like where it's at. And if I do play, and that's going to be a heck of a match. Yeah,
he just showed off his versatility. Cody Mickowski, he's got all the different tricks that you possibly would want to employ out here on center court on the main stage. And just a beautiful victory here at the Ultimate Shootout number 3. And it looks like he's going to be down with Lauren. Let's check in.
Our finals champ is Cody Mickowski. Congratulations. Before I get your thoughts, got to get your opponent's thoughts here. Harrison, what did you think of that battle?
It was great. I mean, drug out a lot of points. It was pretty neck and neck for a while. He had the better of me in a few, and that's what ended up doing it. Like two more buzzer hits, one more buzzer hit would have, changed the whole tide. So played really good, and I'm glad he's on my team in regular X ball because he's pretty good.
That's true. That dad belly didn't seem to slow him down too much. He got some of those buzzers.
He was gassed.
He may have been gassed, but he ended up taking that win. Let me grab that mic from you. Cody, how does it feel? You are the winner of Ultimate Shootout.
Feels really good. I set my mind to it, trained for it. Frye came out twice, so he really helped make me better, and same for him. And I predict Frye, if he's got enough in the tank, he'll win the next one. So,
all right.
A lot of fun. Great format. It really is. Yeah, proud of this.
You said you practiced a lot. For those coming out here, we've got divisionals playing this. How would you suggest that they train?
Come to me.
Oh, well, go to Cody Mickowski.
I play a lot of paintball, so anytime they want, come on out.
Hit him up, DM, Facebook. Do you have Twitter?
Ask her.
Okay, ask his wife. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Harrison. That's all.
Thank you.